Hello, my name is Kathryn Burkett. I'll be reading from my novella, Broken Angels, published by Alien Buddha Press. There's a synopsis below the video, as well as a link to purchase a copy. Broken Angels. The yellow flowers on her sundress blur beneath the drizzle of rain. She tugs at the hem of her burnt orange sweater. Hadn't her mother told her to wear a rain jacket instead? Earlier. Was earlier today? Was today now? Saren sits on a peeling green bench beneath an umbrella of trees as rain drips onto her straw hat, slowly soaking her clothes. All the squirrels have scurried away, leaving her alone with sounds of traffic, falling rain, and the murmur of voices in her head. She rubs her wet palms on her damp dress and sighs, stretching and slowly standing. She grabs the bag filled with bits of bread, the words squirrel seed scrawled on it in purple marker. She scatters the bits of bread under the tree, then bites on her thumbnail, turning first one way and then another, trying to navigate her way home through the intensifying rain. As she clomps and sloshes along cracked sidewalks, pieces of a rhyme stutter in her head. Step on a crack, break mother's back, whack, whack, heart attack. It feels like the buildings are pressing in on her, like they could fall on her with the weight of 1,000,000 bookcases, heavy enough to crush her out of existence. Saren pulls her hat down and quickens her pace, her black ankle boots scraping the cement with hurried, clumsy steps. She fumbles with the key hanging around her neck on braided yarn. The apartment smells like cat piss, coffee, and air freshener. She tosses the empty bag of squirrel seed toward the trash can and misses. She heads toward her bedroom at the back of the apartment, sweeps aside the netting over the bed, and flops down with her boots still on. Her fingers crawl over the fishnet that hangs above her bed. She'd stuck plastic stars in the net randomly, the cheap glow-in-the-dark kind, but they only give off a weak sort of illumination now. When her mother had asked her why she'd hung a fishnet over her bed, she'd said, "I feel like I'm drowning all the time. What if I sail off into one of my dreams and can't find my way back?" Her mother hadn't said anything more about it after that. Since Saren lost her job doing janitorial work at the mall, she'd spent most of her time at the park feeding squirrels and collecting random objects, placing them into boxes with little notes. Buttons fallen off the coats of spies, tabs from soda cans with possible DNA evidence, hairs from suspicious individuals, fibers of unknown origin, objects collected from birds' nests taken as proof of secret government projects on animal intelligence, and other items of interest. She'd also started making a mandala collage of her medications. Blue pills spiraling into white ones and green ones. That way, her mother saw the pill count going down in the bottles and didn't keep pestering her about taking her meds. She was always careful to hide the mandala behind her bookcase so her mother didn't see it. Mother. Where was her mother? She hadn't heard a peep out of her since earlier sometime. Not that she was looking to be bothered at the moment. Saren resumes fingering the fishnet, playing with each star she comes to, letting her fingers glide over each point. Stars caught in a net. An ocean isn't so different from the sea of space, she thinks. An ocean of space, rivers of time. She twists a strand of hair around her finger, her hair like a net, not full of stars, but only filled with darkness. She tosses her damp hat onto the floor. With one hand in the tangle of her hair and one hand dangling in a net of stars, Saren falls asleep.